Hi, everybody. It's the Me and My Boyfriend Nicole podcast. I'm Aurora.
And I'm the boyfriend, Nicole.
Yay!
Yay! And we're sober today.
For the first time in a long time.
Yes. We are jacked up on caffeine and joy.
Yes. Woo!
Woo! Good time.
Yeah.
So.
Man, when's the last time we did a sober cast?
It's been a while.
It's been a minute. Yeah, I think even my dad, I was talking to him yesterday, he was like, so, when's the last time you guys haven't recorded a podcast at 1 o'clock in the morning while drunk? And I was like, good question.
We've been working through some stuff. We were solving the world's problems.
Hey,
okay?
I started a new job like a month ago, and I've been getting used to it.
Right? So
Yeah.
the only time we've had to do it is on like the weekends.
Yeah.
And it's like, yo. Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, it's just fun.
Yeah, of course.
It's fun to talk about whatever.
When the mood strikes.
Right? When you've had a little bit of...
When the juices are flowing.
Yeah, Pino, and you're like, hi. Hey, girl, hi.
And she's like twisting her ponytail.
I know, right? We've had some moments lately, anyway.
Speaking of moments lately, hold up.
I stepped into that.
Perfect segue. Okay, let's discuss Nicole. Nicole has been giving me shit since the dawn of this podcast about
Before that.
I know, right? About one of the things that I like to do with a partner, and aka a little bit of choking. And Nicole's like, it's just not my thing. What happened, Nicole? Huh? Why don't you tell the people what happened?
Well, you see what had happened was. We had...
Long story short, this bitch got choked, and then she was like, I get it.
Right? But the thing is, one, I wasn't expecting it. And two, it was just while kissing.
Yeah.
It was just, boy, and the kiss was amazing. But, yeah, it was just during, just some amazing, passionate,
Kissing.
beautiful kissing. And it just kind of came out of nowhere.
Uh-huh.
And I was just like, 1 minute he was like touching my face. And the next thing I was like, whoo.
And didn't you almost call out my name?
I did. I almost said fucking Aurora. I already had his tongue in my mouth, so I was like, yeah, because I was like, oh, I get what she's talking about. Yeah, and of course I had to tell you because it's always confessional time.
Yeah.
I'm like, so I get it now.
Yeah. Let me just tell you, the surge of righteous, yes, that flowed through me when you said that. I was like, I am now vindicated, and I can now go home and go to sleep.
But see, there's this thing, okay? There is this thing where, it's like, part of you doesn't really want to have the best blah, 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 blah of your life. Because it's just like anything else. Then you're chasing that fucking dragon forever, right? Because now it's like, well, if somebody doesn't do that, then it's like, what?
Oh. So with the whole, well, he just didn't choke you, right?
Right? And I'm like, I get it now. It was just the right amount of pressure to let me know he was in control. And he was a man and he could handle it. Nothing against women. I love kissing women too, but women are soft and sweet and it's totally different.
It's different.
It's totally... we really enjoyed it. Yes. And so, I apologize for anything I may have said.
Yeah, take all the shit
before I knew the power of the correct manipulation and choke. Okay? And it is fucking hot.
Oh, okay, I know. No, it's fine. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine. No, I'm just saying, pay attention, people. It's an amazing thing. Yes.
Just a little bit, though.
Just a little. I mean, I could breathe the whole time.
Yeah.
But it was just a...
It's not about taking your breath away. Not really.
He took my breath away and
in a different way. Yeah.
Yeah. And that was all that happened. And let me tell you, the right kiss, the leaving you, was just the wanting more. Like I've been saying I wanted the kiss that took my breath away. It literally took my breath away. that was before the choke. Then there was a choke. I'm just telling you, just like when someone just sucks on your lips right and like just as I'm fingering my mouth and just like kisses you and just like nibbles and just everything. We didn't even neck. Like it was not even any of that. It was just a kiss for a good 20, 30 minutes. I know I lost track of time. But I'm just saying like, and because people kiss you like they fuck you. Okay? And a kiss shows you what you're working with and how much do they want you. We wanted it bad. Yeah. We didn't do nothing, but it was, the possibility of. It was amazing. And I've been riding that ride ever since. Yeah, just like, yeah, it was just awesome. I was like, now we have something to compare to.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we've been waiting for that damn kiss. And then we got it. And now we're like, nothing compares to you. But anywho.
No, I think that's a great segue for what we wanted to talk about today. Yeah. Which was, how do you want to be loved, you know?
Right.
And we kind of wanted to talk about our love languages because, you know, it's a thing.
Yeah, right.
People do. Excuse me, guys. I've been sick this past weekend, so if you hear some nasty, throaty, frogginess, I apologize.
Not you know what helps that? A good throat coating.
It's just, okay, my mind went there, too.
Have you swallowed any kids lately?
No, Betty, Johnny, Joey J, they're all... Bartholomew, they're all back where they should be.
Yeah.
No, I've been a good girl.
Good for you.
Anyway, so sorry if that triggers you. I'm really not that sorry because there's nothing I can do about it.
Yeah. So, what does it for you, baby?
What does it for me, baby?
So, we're going to talk about, like, just real quickly. I'm sure everybody's heard about this by now.
Yeah, so
just kind of go over it.
First of all, let's go over the love languages, and then we can talk about which ones we are.
Yeah. So, we have the, like, 5. Some people say there's 7, but we have, like, the top 5.
Damn.
Yeah. Different ways to receive and give love. The first is words of affirmation. By the way, I'm getting this from the Family Center website. That was the one that I found had the best definitions for me. Words of affirmation. When words of affirmation is your love language, words build you up. You thrive on spoken affection, praise, encouragement, and compliments. Yes. Harsh words and criticism can bother you for a long time. So, you know, how words affect you. Yeah. We always say everything goes back to your trauma and your childhood.
Yep. That's a podcast we're going to do.
Yeah.
2.
Okay, so 2 is acts of service. Anything that your partner does willingly to ease your workload is a sign of love to you. You feel cared for when your partner vacuums before you get to it or makes your breakfast as a surprise. On the other hand, broken promises or laziness can make you feel unimportant. Which... that one to me is so sad because what someone else does or doesn't do, which I guess all of these kind of are like that, but it really hit me with this one, affects how you feel about yourself. That if they're not doing something for you, then it makes you feel unimportant.
I think it's a little, I don't think it's as bad as you're saying.
Right, but you're thinking that it's more of with that partner.
Yeah, so
like you're not a priority to them.
It's more like so like if you and I were to live together, right? And we've discussed that when the trash is not taken out, I have an issue with that. So I try to always take out the trash. Right. Well, you know that's one of my things. You see the trash is full and you notice it before I do.
Right.
You out of the kindness and knowing like, oh, that's one of Aurora's things. Let me take out the trash for her really quick. It's not so much what they do affects your mood and everything. It's more like, oh, they were thinking of me knowing that this is something that like I like to do or I have to do, and they've already taken care of it for me.
See, and you're looking at it in the positive way. The negative way is if they don't do that, how that affects you.
Well, I think that could be taken for all of them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but that one's the one that really hit me.
Yeah.
Okay, number 3 is receiving gifts. When you speak this love language, a thoughtful gift shows to you that you are special. In contrast, generic gifts or forgotten special events have the opposite effects. This love language isn't necessarily materialistic. It could be as simple as receiving your favorite snack after a bad day. that is a thing for me. I love surprises. And, like, I don't care if it's just that you bought me, like, salt and vinegar chips. You know?
So here's what I'll say. Oh, you know what? Read the rest of them and then I'll have my thoughts. Go ahead.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I don't want to interrupt you.
4 is quality time. To you, nothing says your love like undivided attention. Leo. When your partner is truly present, yes, and not looking at their phone, it makes you feel important. Can I just say, I cannot stand when we're supposed to spend time together, right? And somebody on the phone the whole time. Don't get me wrong. If it's work, if it's your kids, if something's going on with your best friend, whatever, you have lottery ticket number coming in, something's important to you, whatever, I totally understand that. But like when we said, hey, we're going to hang out, it could be a friend, it could be family, it could be a lover, it could be a coworker, whatever. And you're on your phone the whole time. It's like, dude, why are we even doing this? It does make you feel like.
It makes you feel some type of way.
Yeah, it's like, okay, was that your backup plan?
Yeah. It makes me feel some type of way for sure.
Yeah. Failure to actively listen or long periods without one-on-one time can make you feel unloved. I agree with that. Physical touch, holding hands, kisses, hugs, other touches.
Well, we know which one
are your preferred way to show and receive love. Appropriate touches, I'm going to say inappropriate too, convey warmth and safety, while physical neglect can drive a wedge between you and your partner. Amen. Hallelujah.
Say it again for the people in the back.
Right, pass the wine. Okay, so
which ones do you identify with, Nicole?
Physical touch is my number 1, right? Which doesn't mean sex, but it does mean sex too.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean sex, it's everything. It's the smacking my ass when you're walking by, you know? The little, like, giving me, like, a kiss, you know? Or, girl, sometimes a kiss on the forehead. Like, okay.
Oh, God.
Laying on the couch and snuggling, or, like, holding hands, or being out somewhere and just give me a hug. Like,
I just got so triggered.
I'm sure you did. But just physical touch, like, it's something I crave, you know? That's definitely my number 1 love language. And then my second one is quality time. And so for me, it does not mean you have to be with me 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. No, it does not mean that you have to talk to me a certain amount of time or whatever. It really means that when we're together, you give me time that is for me. And it could be us laying and watching a movie, you know? It could be like you and me with our friendship and stuff. And, you know, we're going to like have coffee and sit up and girl talk, whatever, that we are focused on each other. It doesn't mean you can't do something else, like if something comes up, whatever, you know?
Right.
It doesn't matter what we're doing, but it's that you make time for me and make me feel like a priority, even if it's just 10 minutes. Like that, you know? A good morning text, you know? Like whatever, like those are my 2 big ones. So, what about you? You just took the test.
I literally just took the test. I pretty much was right. I confirmed what I already knew about myself, which, A for self-awareness.
Right? Oh, wait a minute. What was the thing that triggered you?
Oh, Lord.
Say it. Say your truth.
Stallion gives me forehead kisses, and it makes me like kind of low-key uncomfortable because something about forehead kisses to me is very intimate. And when you do that to me, that implies that there's more of an intimacy than there actually is.
See, that's my whole thing. I say it's very intimate.
Yeah.
It's very nurturing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And there's just something about it that
right?
it just seems like fake. So it like.
So here's my thing.
Cringe a little bit.
Have you ever said anything to him about it?
No, I didn't realize how much it bothered me until last time.
Okay.
It bothered me, but I didn't really know why. And then I thought about it, and I was like, "Who?"
But he doesn't give you kisses in other places that would.
We're not talking about that.
Okay. So anyway, back to
me right now. Yeah. So of course, Nicole and I's love languages are like pretty fucking similar. Of course, I think that's why we get along.
Shocker.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would like to do a quiz about how you express love. I think that's a interesting flip on it. But yes, physical touch is my biggest one. You wouldn't know it with how...
don't touch hair. Don't touch body.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me in general. But when I do want you to touch me...
I would have never thought that. I would in some ways, but other ways I would be like, that's your number one. How could that be your number one?
Because it's so important to me because I'm so closed off from it.
Right? It took me a good 2 years before you let me hug you.
Yeah, you touched my face the other day and I had a full-on, like, body craving.
And it wasn't sexual or anything.
No,
she
it
had
wasn't.
something on her face
No,
and
it
I went
wasn't.
to take it off. Of course, we
really-
did a taco run.
Yeah.
And she was like, bah! And I'm like...
I didn't scream. I full-on flinched away from you, though.
Yeah, I was like,
yeah.
You really were never abused? And you're like, no. I'm like, I believe you. But you showed a lot of signs.
I've always been that way.
Teenage brother. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, my personal bubble has always been very large. But when I want you in my personal bubble, I want you in that personal bubble. For sure. Mm-hmm. Like, I need you to touch me. Because I don't want to let anyone
Is it
else
only
touch
with
me.
a partner? Only with a lover that you think physical touch is your thing? Because I wonder if the test would be different with a friend.
And family. Lovers and family. I like lots of hugs from my family. Like,
I don't know if I've ever seen you hug anybody.
I hug Jay all the time.
That's true. Jay's different.
Yeah. Jay and I have a very
Jay's the
close,
nephew.
like, physical...
Jay's like your kid.
Yeah, and then, like, Daniel and I touch all the time. We're, like, hitting each other, hugging each other. Yeah. But, you know, my mom is not very physically affectionate.
That makes sense why that's your love language.
Why it's my love language. My dad's not very physically affectionate either.
It was withheld from you, so it's what you crave.
Mm-hmm.
Always goes back to childhood and trauma. Every single time, honey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, now that I think about it. Ooh.
That does make
Like,
sense.
my mom and I hug, and, like, my dad, but I'm always the one to initiate it, now that I think about it.
And that's your love language. That's not theirs, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And, take a moment.
Let me take a moment on that one.
Okay, well, that was deep.
That was deep, going back into childhood for a second.
Right? That's what you get for that choking comment. Anyway.
I earned that.
And then, the quality time, is that your second one?
Yeah, quality time is my second one. And then, maybe because that's why I got so personally offended when you came for me.
What are you talking about?
Acts of service is a close third behind quality time.
When I came for you about what?
And you were like, I don't get acts of service. You worry about what other people are doing for you. It's not like that.
Well, I didn't mean it like towards you.
I know. I'm just kidding with you.
Yeah.
No, I had to protect my acts of service people out there. I defend us against people that are haters.
I'm not a hater. I just said that one really hit me. Like, not that I feel anything about it, but I could see how. That's why I like those definitions, because it gave you, if you don't get, you know, A, B, C, or D, how it makes you feel.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
I can see it. I think it's a really good thing for anyone to read, especially in a relationship for partners, because you could see how, if you didn't do this, how it would make the other person feel.
Yeah.
You know, and especially when someone's told you what's important, you know, and I think it's such an important thing to have that discussion with people of, when someone asks you, which I've been so guilty of this my whole life, when someone asks me, what do you need from me? Or what do you want? Work, you know, relationship, friendship, lovers, like partners, everything. I've always had a hard time
expressing
it what I want or need.
Absolutely.
A lot of times I don't think that I know when they ask me, because I don't know that I've ever allowed myself to be vulnerable and to depend on someone else, kind of thing. We've worked on that a lot in the last 2 years. And now people ask me, and I know much better. I even keep a little list.
On her phone, on her notes, on her phone. Yeah, no, I think that's a big part of it, is I've never been asked before, like not really until recently. I've never really allowed myself to think about it. It hasn't been that big of a priority in my life. And a lot of it is I just didn't know what I wanted, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get that. I'll tell you one thing and we've talked about this, one thing that has really hit home to me is that the quality of the dates that I get now has skyrocketed so much that every single person that I have talked to and that I've gone on a date with has asked me what is it that I want, and then asked me what I need, and then recently what is your love language, before like anything. Yeah. And I'm like, we're putting out some good vibes. Yes. And the whole thing of when someone cares about you, they want to give you what you want and need, but especially men. I really believe that men, not that they're simplistic and like easy or whatever, but that what they say is what they mean, you know, and that when they ask you that, it is truly because they want to know how to make you happy. And if they can make you happy, and that is where they receive joy. And we as women really want that, but for so long we fought against that, you know? And it's like, to allow someone to do something for you.
Woo, that's hard.
Right?
I think that's especially why acts of service is such a big deal to me. Because I don't let other people do things for me. So if you have already perceived my need before I even have, like, you know me well enough to know, like, oh, that would make her smile or that would make her day a little bit easier. To me, that means you took the time to get to know me and you are now, like, taking care of me. Like, really taking care of me.
Girl, your eyes lit up. It almost looked like you was going to get a little teary out of there.
No.
That one really, I think that one really does something for you. Yeah. Someone acknowledges that and gives you that. That's where, for me... I'm surprised it wasn't higher on the list. Yeah. For me, PDA is such a big thing.
Ooh, I hate PDA.
I knew you would. That's why I don't think touch is really your number one. I think that only comes to sex. Not that that's not important to you, but I think the other one is more important to you, acts of service.
Yeah, maybe it is. Maybe it's more than I think about it. But no, I'm telling you, physical touch, like... Yeah. With the person that I am, like, together with, like, I'm on them, like, leech.
Yeah. And I don't mean, like, PDA, like, fucking in public.
No.
Though that is on the list of things that I really want to try sometime.
I think that's what I associate PDA with.
Holding hands.
Yeah.
You know, like when we're walking. Oh my God. I love to hold like someone's arm, you know? Or like just a hug. Yeah. Standing in the middle of the line at Walmart, you know?
See, I like that.
Yeah. Like touching your hair, you know? Grabbing your butt. Just a kiss. Yeah. Oh, a really good kiss. Oh.
You know what's interesting? Who I don't have... Well, maybe I shouldn't talk about this. I'll talk... No.
No, what? Tell me. You can't do that.
I know. I shouldn't have done that. At work.
Okay, I get you.
Yeah. I'll leave that one.
Yeah. That's where... Well, you know what I'll say? At work is one of the things that... I don't care what your job is... It's one of those hard things because you do make friendships at work. And no matter what your job is, you know, you have relationships with people at work. And when you see someone in pain or hurting, or even if something went great, you know, for them, your natural instinct as a human being is to comfort someone else or to congratulate whatever. But in a work situation, you're not supposed to touch nobody.
So my job is very interesting, right? That does not really apply because of the nature of my job. I don't think I've talked about it on the podcast yet, and I'm not going to. But the nature of my job, our physical boundaries with each other, very low. Because we have to get, like, in each other's, like, personal space. Yeah. Just based off certain things that we do there. And then also... with the people we work with, they often need a little bit more of like a physical affection sometimes. So I don't actually have boundaries with them because they need hugs and they need like me rubbing their back and like, you know, me holding their hand and like looking like at me. So I don't have boundaries with them. I think because they need it more than I need to not be touched.
Yeah. That's good though. I think it's really helped you a lot. Yeah. And then quality time.
I love quality time.
What is it for you?
Literally, it can be just as simple as like sitting on the couch or sitting in bed, like watching a movie. And honestly, like I know we kind of talked about the phone thing, but if we can be chilling and we're both like looking, like watching something on our phones, like we show the other one, like I like that. Like you and I, we swipe together. To me, like, even though we're both on our phone, we're still together, like, doing something.
Absolutely. Especially if you're doing an activity, you're both on, like, TikTok or whatever, or you're both, like...
But it's only with certain people, and I don't want that to be the only thing. Yeah. And that comes with lots of, like, closeness and familiarity.
Right. And you and me do that stuff, too, but I'm saying it's still important to have that one-on-one time.
Oh, absolutely.
You know? But it depends on what you're doing, like, and...
We don't have to
go
anywhere.
How much time you spend together, too.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So, like... If I only get to see you once or twice a week,
I don't want you
for 30 minutes, you better not be on that damn phone.
Don't be on that damn phone.
Right? But if I see you every day, like you and I do generally a lot,
pretty much,
then I'm like, whatever, we still together, you know?
Sometimes it's just the physical closeness of like you being there.
Oh, it's spend time with me and we're touching.
Ooh.
Like, say we're watching TV and we're both massaging each other's feet or cuddling or whatever. Girl, it's like, woo!
Almost. That is like a necessity along with the quality time for me, the physical touch.
Yeah. And it's everything that leads up to the wham, bam, thank you, ma'am.
I think that's why those two are so close together, because I associate quality time with touch.
Yeah.
I think that's why physical touch ranks so high.
I would think that you would like words of affirmation that goes with your physical touch.
No.
Good job, baby girl.
Yeah, that's only during sex.
Well, that's rose gold. Yeah, I think it's really, really important, though, when you care about someone, especially in a romantic relationship, but friendship-wise, too, that you have that discussion, that you ask somebody what their love languages is. Take the test, for fun or whatever, but having that discussion, like, how do you express love and how do you receive love? Because so many times I think that we give love the way we want love.
Ooh, yeah.
And so we may not be giving our partner, our friend, even our child, whatever, what they need, because we see love as
this.
Yes. And so to me, it's touch and time. So I'm making time for you and I'm giving you a hug. I'm giving you a kiss, rubbing your feet, whatever. And so for me, I'm showing you how much I love you. But if yours is something like words of affirmation and gifts, I'm totally missing the target.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so it's like you need to know that to be able to ask them what you want, what do you need, is part of that to be able to do that. Ooh.
So that's why I was saying that I think it would be interesting to have a quiz of how do you express love. Is it as simple as the way you perceive love is how you express it, or is it different?
I think it's the same. I think that's like the whole point, is that it's the same. And that's what I need to know.
I just want some empirical data.
Okay, well, you know what? Maybe we should do some research
before we
talk.
What do you mean? Am I taking the 5-minute quiz and reading the description with
I'm an expert now.
What do you mean?
I've been loving my whole life, woman. No. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
So the question is, have you been loved properly lately? How did it make you feel? Did it take your breath away?
Not like yours, bitch.
Oh, I'm telling you though, I've been saying forever, even putting it on my dating app, like profile and stuff. It's like, what are you looking for? Whatever. I'm looking for the kiss that takes my breath away. Little did I know it was literally going to be that. Manifesting. So, just saying.
Oh, I love you so much.
Shit's real.
Not shit's
I
real.
love you, Sparkles. What?
Nothing.
Why you always gotta look at me like I'm crazy?
That's just my face.
You look at me like...
I have a resting bitch face.
You are absolutely insane, and I tolerate your ass because I love you so much. That's the look you're giving me.
I look at everyone.
Oh, you love everybody no matter what?
I love you special.
Okay.
I have an RBF. For real.
For real.
For real. My life is so hard.
You have, I don't give a fuck face.
That is 100% accurate.
And I have, I love everybody. Yeah, so.
Yeah. What did Jay tell me? He said, you look like you always gotta do some shit. Like you've always got something going on and you always have to be somewhere else and you got to do some shit.
And mine is totally opposite. I look like I don't ever have to do anything. I'm just like a hippie spirit, like, woo, love, peace, and harmony person. And I'm just always like, I'm here.
What?
Which is funny because you're type A and I am type B.
I would love to do a quiz.
You are OCD and I am ADD. So, it makes sense.
I'm not OCD, but maybe I am.
Compared to me, what are you?
Okay, the fact that you just looked at me like, bitch, are you fucking serious?
I can put my serious face on. And compared to you, what am I?
ADD.
See, there you go. There you go. We all got some letters in there somewhere.
Yeah, we've all got a symptom or two.
Right? Hi.
Hey.
So, make sure you get love properly, and give some love to the people in your life. And then we're going to be talking about who you got in your life very soon. So,
oh, yeah. That's one of our next few episodes.
Yeah. So, We love you. We love the people, Aurora. Aurora say we love the people.
We love the people.
Oh, she does.
I do
deep,
love the people.
Deep down inside.
Dark in my little soul.
Yes. And I hope that you've smiled today and laughed and someone hugged you. And if they haven't, hug yourself. Give yourself a big hug. She's looking at me crazy again. Okay, so sparkle and shine, baby, shine.
What I'm looking forward to is once we get the cameras in here, just watching my face while you talk so I can see what everyone's
Where I'm
saying.
looking all bubbly and happily and smugging smugging. I'm hugging myself and you're giving me this smug ass look. We're like, bitch, you crazy.
Like a bitch, I'm dead inside.
Yeah, y'all see it soon. So
coming soon to a screen near you.
So don't forget to like us and subscribe. Yeah.
Facebook. We're not Facebook. I mean, you can find us on Facebook.
Yeah.
TikTok, iTunes, Twitter, Instagram,
Spotify,
YouTube. Leave a comment. Sound off below.
Right.
Let us know what you want us to talk about. Oh, I would
5
love
stars, honey bunny.
5 stars, Beach. I'd love to get some podcast suggestions.
Oh, absolutely. Tell us what you want to hear.
Yeah.
Tell us what you want. What you really want. All right.
Anyway.
Time. Okay.
Or you just showed your age. Okay.
I hate you so much.
I love you.
I love you.